welcome back for another video. It's Mike here. So if you guys watched my last video, I showed you that I had purchased two of these EVGA GTX 570 HD editions, and I did want to just do a real brief unboxing of it. You know, I know there's a million unboxings on YouTube of, you know, all the 560s, 570s, 580s, this, that. So I'm not going to take up too much of your time and bore you. But I would want to just give you guys a brief look at it. I've already got one of them out and put it in the system, but before I threw this one in there, I did want to give you guys a good look at it in case any of you are interested in it. And this is like I said, this is the HD version, and also this is 2.5 gigabytes of memory. Your standard GTX 570 comes with 1.25 gigabytes. So this is double that. Yeah. So let's get this out of the box here. First thing is it comes with that poster. I know a million of you have already seen this poster. Yeah, I wish they would really change it up, you know, kind of rotate between different ones, you know, so that way not everybody has the same thing. Two power adapters. They are dual Molex to 6-pin. Your VGA to DVI adapter. Driver CD, don't burn yourself, piece of paper. You know, I like EVGA. I don't know if this is the case badge that they, you know, I'm not a big fan of case badges in general, but I do like EVGAs. This thing is metal too. Yeah, who knows, might throw this somewhere in my car or something like that. Yeah. So let's get to the card. You know, the one thing about this thing is this uses a non-reference PCB, and this thing is tiny. This is here, let me give you some scale. So I've been running, this is the Gigabyte GTX 570 super overclock. You know, I can't really remember. This uses a non-reference PCB as well, so I think it's longer than a standard 570. It also uses more power, an 8-pin and a 6-pin, whereas your average 570 uses dual 6-pins. But here, I'll put them side by side, and you can see how much bigger this Gigabyte card is compared to the GTX 570 HD. So I don't know, I kind of like that, you know. It's also much lighter. You know, that's really due to the heatsink that's on this thing. Very intricate heatsink going on here, whereas this, you know, the cooler on this is actually very similar to the 560 from EVGA. I don't know if you can see inside, but I think it's only 3 heat pipes coming off of the GPU there, and then just a center fan blowing down on it, obviously exhausting air into the case. I do kind of like how the power connectors are at the back, so when it's sitting in your case and they come out of the you know, cutouts on the motherboard tray, they can kind of just plug right into the back as opposed to coming either up and around it. I don't know, I just think it'll give kind of a cleaner look, but that's not the reason I got these. I know some people might, unless you know my backstory, you're gonna think I'm crazy going from something like this to something like this. It's strictly related to just resolutions. I bought 3 monitors, and with bezel correction I'm running 5990 by 1080, and there is just not enough memory on this card to support that resolution. Power wise, the cards can handle, you know, Metro 2033 and Crisis 2. It can handle the games, but the memory is just not there, and it struggles. Even some games, I have a flight simulator game, I think it's Wings of Prey. That game, if you have the anti-aliasing turned up too high, it'll actually crash the game, and then an error will pop up that says not enough memory, fail, error, you know, just whatever. So I need this 2.5 gigabytes of memory to support that resolution. Yeah, it's gonna suck that these come in at 732 megahertz, which is your standard clocks for a 570. The gigabyte came in at 845 megahertz, so that's a huge overclock. So who knows what I'll be able to get out of these, you know, maybe 800, 825 stable. And obviously the cooling, the heat sink on this gigabyte card is pretty darn good. The 3 fans keep it really quiet. I don't know how this compares to a reference 570. Hopefully this center fan is quieter than, you know, your traditional. Well, here, let me pull out. Okay, sorry about that, guys. So this is just the cooler off of standard 570. This is actually not. Oh damn! I got thermal grease all over. This is just the heat sink off of a regular 570, but you can see the size difference. You can see the size difference there. Here, you know what? Let's compare. Yeah, so this gigabyte card is longer than a traditional 570 as well. So this is about the biggest 570 you're probably ever going to find. And here's how it stacks up against the HD. But what I was trying to say is this design with this fan here exhausting air through the card and out the back, very loud. I'm hoping, well, and I've actually already seen it with, I've got 1 card in the system already, but yeah, this is a little bit quieter, and so far it's stock clocks, it runs fairly cool. Right then, guys, just to briefly wrap up this video, I do want to show you what I'm working on here. Like I said, here's the 3 monitors, and knowing they're not going to stay like this, obviously they're just to the side because I'm working on stuff. I do have one of the cards installed, and as you can see, there's the power cables for the second one, just waiting. And oh, I guess also you can see some of the changes I made to my loop. I did want to make a small video about that because I ran into some interesting things with the 600T, and it might be helpful for, you know, anyone else who's interested in water cooling a 600T to know about. So probably try and put that together soon. Anyway, so I'm gonna wrap this up, finish working on this, and hopefully I'll get a video up there for you guys showing the cards in there running like they should, and monitors running like they should. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more.